Hi, this is BrickGamer73 and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And this is just a bit of a vlog really, or maybe sort of a half vlog, half pickup video. I want to talk a little bit about play in Blackpool, which I went to last weekend. I went down on the Sunday morning, got there pretty early, got there just as the doors were opening at 10. And went in and had a good look round and everything. I did go last year and it was really good. I did find that this year wasn't quite as good. Certainly the hall side of it, where you go in and there's arcade cabs you can play on, and then there's the tables with all the old consoles set up. I thought that was great. Pretty much the same as last year, but yeah, it was just as good as last year. But I did find that the trade inside of it, and I know I'm not the only person to say this, the trade inside of it was pretty lackluster and a little bit of a letdown. I didn't find there were that many kind of stores there that were actually selling games, which seemed quite weird for a retro games convention. And the stuff that was selling games, I found a lot of it was quite overpriced. I mean, not total rip-off prices, but about I'd say eBay prices, and and maybe slightly more. So I didn't really pick that much up. I actually only got 2 games from the from play, but I'll get into them in a minute. And then yeah, I intended to spend a good sort of 5-6 hours there, but in the end I think I only stayed for 3 hours. I kind of went in, I had to go on some of the cabs because I was one of the first ones in there. I was lucky enough to get in just after 10, so I went on the cabs for a bit. I had to go on some of the games. I was playing a bit of old Star Wars. I had a quick go on Street Fighter, some of the games, Gauntlet. Used to love Gauntlet back in the day. And then I had to go on some of the other systems. Did the online round like the Virtual Boy and a couple of the old Commodore games that I used to play years ago. And then I went to the trade hall and kind of wandered around that about 5 times, like I said, because it wasn't that big. And then I sort of came out, and I think I just thought, well, if I go now, I can get into Blackpool and have a look around the shops in Blackpool before they close, because it was a Sunday. So yeah, I didn't stay that long. Slightly disappointed. I mean, I'd still go next year because it's just nice to be able to go to anything that's centered around retro gaming, and it's certainly worth. It's a good day out as well. But I just thought it slightly wasn't as good as last year. But don't let that put you off. It's still a great event and it's good fun. So pickups, what did I get? Well, I've got a couple of things, but I'll show you what I got from play. Like I said, I only got 2 games. I was thinking about getting a Retron 5, but they did have them on offer there. They were a little bit cheaper. They had an offer going, but I didn't bother in the end. I know some other people picked them up. I may get one at some point. I'm still slightly undecided. I only ended up coming away with 2 PS1 games. Nothing even all that exciting, but one of these I had been after because I got the first one a couple of weeks ago, and I've been after the second one, and it was slightly more than an eBay price, but I picked it up and it was in good condition. It was there in front of me, and I thought, well, say it's messing around with eBay and I'm waiting and having to pay the postage. So the game I got was Fear Effect 2. Which is a bloody great game. Big fan of the first one. I'm still playing for it. I'm actually stuck on a boss fight on the first one at the moment. But this is a great, really good game. Done in the same style. It's actually a prequel to the first game as well. So yeah, I picked that up. The other game I picked up from play was another PS1 game. Not hard to get hold of, pretty easy to get hold of, but I just saw it there. I think it was like a £5, and I was a big fan of the show. I've actually got this on PC already, but that's the X-Files game. and it's all complete. It's got everything in it. It's got a manual. It's in really good condition, and it was really cheap. I think it was only like a five. And it goes for about 5, 6, 7 quid on eBay. And like I said, it was there in front of me. I could pick it up and look at it. So yeah, you know, I was more than happy with that. So, and they're the only two things I got from play. I was hoping to get some Dreamcast stuff, some more PS1 stuff, and I was actually hoping, went in mind to maybe even buying another console, but I just didn't. I didn't get around to it. So there was just nothing there that really grabbed me, to be honest. Not all at the right price or anything. So I just didn't. After I've been to play, like I said, I went into Blackpool and I looked around and picked up a couple more things. Nothing amazing, really. I got Battlezone on the PSP. Still a big collector for the PSP. Love the PSP console. Still play on it quite a lot. So I got Battlezone. This is slightly disappointing because even though it's got kind of the fighting mechanics of the original Battlezone, it's cut a lot out of the game, and it's really just kind of an arena shooter. So I used to like the elements in Battlezone 2 where you could set up bases, and I thought they might have incorporated some of that on, but they haven't. It's just sort of a combat game, really. So, but you know, I think it was just like a quid in Granger Games, so still worth picking up. Another game I picked up was a game for the PlayStation 4. I knew this was coming out, so when I saw it, I picked it up because I was after it. I love the other ones, and that is Tropico 5. And this is great. I've been playing this a lot. I'm a big fan of the Tropico series. I love Tropico 4. And this is just as good, and it looks really good on the PS4 as well. You know, the graphics are up there, definitely with the PC version. Runs really smoothly. This got a couple of DLC packs in it as well. And it came with a little sort of a nice little Tropico kind of postcard, and it also came with like a Tropico passport, which is a nice little extra. It's always nice when they throw something a little bit extra in. I mean, they don't really mean anything, but you know, it's nice to get the stuff. It's a nice little package. So yeah, Tropico 5. So I've been playing quite a lot of that. Got a couple of things off Gumtree as well. Went on Gumtree. I was a quick look on Gumtree. It's not as good as it used to be. I think a lot of people have got onto the fact that, you know, retro games are kind of, the prices are creeping up a lot, or even not so much. I mean, I don't even collect sort of that many kind of 16-bit stuff, so which has gone really high. But even like the PS1, Dreamcast stuff, it's shooting up a lot. But I managed to get 2 PS3 games actually. I got this on my little boy because he used to have the first one and he loved it. But I think we traded. He stopped playing it for a bit and he traded it. And he's been asking for me to get it back. But it's, you know, I didn't want to pay like £8 or £9 for it. And this guy was selling 2 games together on Gumtree for a tenner. And I thought it was an absolute bargain. So the first one was The Amazing Spider-Man, which is a great game. I had a lot of fun playing this. But he was selling these for £5 each. And the other game he was selling was The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which isn't that old. And I think if you go in CEX and places like that, it still goes for about 15 to 20 quid. So I got them both for a tenner. So I made up with that. Yeah, I mean, I have played this one. I played this one, but I haven't played Spider-Man 2. So this will be interesting to have a quick go on this to see what it's like. So I've heard that it's not as good as the other one, but you know, I'll reserve judgment till I play it. One thing I bought was, I went in Asda the other day and I saw something that I'd been umming and ahhing about getting for quite a while. I kind of did want one when I saw it, when it came out, but then it was I thought it was a bit too expensive, but they've just done a price drop on it. And I saw one in Asda, I think it was £40. And so I picked it up, and that is the PlayStation TV. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what the PlayStation TV is, what it basically does is it lets you stream your PlayStation 4 to another television in the house, and also lets you play PS Vita games on your television and a couple of other things. It's kind of good and bad. Downside that I don't like about it is I thought I might be able to capture Vita gameplay with it, and there is a way around it, which I'm going to have to get something else to do it. There is a way around it, but it's a pain in the arse. It's a bit of a pain in the arse to do it. And the other downside to it is it doesn't, when it streams the PS4 gameplay to another television, it only does it in 720p, which is fine. I don't mind. It still looks great. I was playing with it the other night, and it looks really good. You can't, 10 minutes into playing a game, you're not going to notice the difference. But apart from that, it's a great bit of kit and a useful bit of kit to have. It saved me having to mess around with wires every time I want to play the PS4 on the big telly down the stairs, because my PS4's up here with all my other consoles, and if I want to play down the stairs, I have to mess around, kind of unplugging leads and stuff. I have got an HDMI that runs to the television down the stairs, but it was a lot of messing around, and this is really easy to use. The other downside, I'd say, is some of the PS Vita games don't work on it. But I was playing Killzone Mercenary on it with the PS4 controller, and it looked great, and it worked absolutely fine. So yeah, at £40, that's a decent price point for it. If I'd have paid £90 for it when it first came out, I'd have been a bit kind of, oh, it's not that good. But at £40, it's definitely a decent bit of kit. I'm glad I picked one up. Also got a couple of games off Facebook. Guy off Facebook who I've bought off before is a great guy. I'm not going to tell you who he is because I don't want anyone else. In case he has, if I tell you, then all the people start buying the stuff off him, then I might lose out on what I'm buying. But yeah, there's a guy on Facebook, and he's a great guy. He does a lot of toys as well and figures. But he sells the odd game, and I got some games off him. So I got PS1 games. They're all PS1 games. So I got the original Spider-Man game on the PS1, which is brilliant. I had this back in the day when I had my original PS1. This is a great game. I have actually got the second one, Enter Electro, so now I've got them both. And this is absolutely this was almost brand new condition, actually. I only got these this morning, so I made up with that. So fantastic. I got Duke Nukem on the PS1, which is always great. I kind of got the remastered version, which has just come out on the Vita. I think they gave it away with PlayStation Plus last month. But you can't beat having the original. The controls on this are slightly tetchy to get sort of used to. I think you can't use the right analog stick to look up and down. You've got to use buttons, which is a bit awkward. But apart from that, it's pretty decent. I also got Duke Nukem Time to Kill, which came with that one. Now, this is one Duke Nukem game, that I've never played. And yeah, it's like a third-person one. I just had a very quick go of it before I did this video, and graphically it looks pretty decent actually. Again, I've just got to get used to the controls. Another game I got was Siphon Filter on the PS1. Used to love this game back in the day. I'm going to see if I can try and get hold of Siphon Filter 2 and 3, which also came out for the PS1. So yeah, Siphon Filter. The only thing wrong is the case is slightly cracked, but I'm not that bothered about that. And the last game I got was a game that I saw on another YouTuber's channel actually. There's a guy called, I think he's called Engelbert Third. He's got a great channel, check it out, although he hasn't done a video for quite a while. And I saw it on his channel, I thought, I'll have to see if I can get hold of a copy of that. It looks really interesting. And it's called Incredible Crisis, and this is a really fun kind of Japanese game where this guy basically has this dreadful day and all these bad things that happen to him, and each sort of bad thing that happens to him is a mini game. So one of them could be running away from a big ball that's trying to roll over you. There's like a dance game in it where you got to dance into. It's just lots of little mini games, but it's just a really good game. If you can grab a copy, it's definitely worth picking up. Couple more games. I've got This is a game I see all the time, and I've been told it's terrible. But I was playing a bit of it last night, and it actually wasn't too bad. It's no Red Dead Redemption, but you know, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. And that's good on the PlayStation 2. I was kind of holding out to get a copy of this on the 360 because I knew it come out on the 360. And you have to excuse the noise if you can hear bumping in the background. It's my little boys running around the house, being Batman, I think. And yeah, so I was holding out to get a copy of this on the 360 just for the better graphics and high res, but this was like a 50p or something in a charity shop, so I just picked it up. Two more games I got. PC games. These are in charity. These are charity shop pickups. These are 99p each. Another Duke Nukem game actually. I'm at Duke Nukem The Manhattan Project. Again, I've not played this game. Again, I had a quick go of it, and actually was really getting into this. I was having a lot of fun with them. It's kind of a side-scrolling Duke Nukem, but yeah, it's good. It's pretty decent, and I was having a lot of fun with it. That was £1 in the Heart Foundation shop. And another game they have there was, I was made up to get this because you don't see this on PC that often. And I know if you get the big box version of this, it can fetch quite a lot still, or a decent amount. But that is Resident Evil 2, and I've already got this on PlayStation 2. But it was like £1 in the charity shop. I couldn't just leave it sat there, and that is on the old sold out label. But I'm not too bothered about that. And it's just nice to have a copy of it on PC. It's got both the discs in, 2 discs, and I actually put this on my XP computer and it works absolutely fine, so no problems with that. And the last thing I managed to pick up was a new console. Well, not a new console, but another console. My wife's going mad because there's consoles all over there. Well, not all over the house, but because they're all in one place. But this is a console I've kind of been keeping an eye out for. I was hoping to get a boxed one at Play in Blackpool. They did have one, but I just did. I don't know why I didn't. But then I saw this for. I think I got this for £16 with the controller, and it is a GameCube. Hold the right way up. Which I used to have. I used to have the purple one. Now it's not an amazing. It's not boxed or anything. And it's not an amazing condition. It is a little bit discoloured on the front and everything, but it's just I just wanted one to kind of complete the set of consoles that I wanted. If I saw a better one at some point for a decent price with the box, I might pick it up. But for what I want it for, this will do just fine. I just wanted to have one really, and so I can pick up some GameCube games, even though I could play them on the Wii. It's not quite the same. Now the reason I got it actually is I wasn't really after this. I wanted a controller because my thinking was, well, I can get some GameCube games, play them on the Wii, because on the Wii you can plug in the controller. But it was only £2 more to buy the console with a controller than it was to buy a controller on its own. So, and this works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I tested it last night. It works absolutely fine. It just needs a bit of a dust out. I'm going to order one of the tri screwdrivers off eBay. They're about £1 or whatever, and open it up and give it a good clean out at some point. So, but I'm just made up sort of just to have one. I just need to get a memory card for it and some games. So I'll be keeping my eye out for some GameCube stuff now. I'm not going to collect all GameCube games and stuff like that. I'm only going to collect the ones that only came out on the GameCube, so exclusives. And that's about it for now. So yeah, that's my kind of vlog for this edition, or whatever you want to call it. Please click like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.